Beewolves slide into a blowout win over the Water Bullets. The Beewolves easily dispatched the Water Bullets 8-1 on Wednesday. In the first inning, the Beewolves got their offense started when on the second pitch of the at-bat, Ruby Green took the offering from Ian Murthright deep into center field, and she didn't stop running until she had reached third base.
There's a shot that's going into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. She's coming around.
Uh-oh. She digs for third, and it's too much. Oh, they get her! They didn't get her. I'm sorry, she made it a triple. Wow!
With Green standing on third, up stepped right fielder Billy LaBoink, who singled on a 1-1 count, scoring 1 run.
There's strike one. We're even at 1 apiece, and safety's off. And he reaches, hits it past the mound, into center field's a clean single. That's going to be the first run for the Beewolves. And they get the offense started early, Pete.
Yes, they do.
The Beewolves weren't finished there. Buster Biggs, the Beewolves left fielder, stepped into the box and drove the first pitch he saw into the outfield for a clean single.
Way to go, Billy. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and hitting .292 on the season with a home run, 2 RBIs. Not a lot of speed in LeBoink at first base. As a matter of fact, the rest of the team calls him the corker. He corks everything up out there.
Runners on first and second with only 1 out, when Freddie Knox entered the box. He didn't waste any time, taking the first pitch he saw deep into right center field for a double, which allowed LaBoink, the corker, to cross home plate, making the score 2-0.
Freddie Knox comes up, the pressure's up there. He's hitting .273 on the season with a home run, and Ian Murthwight's tense now. He doesn't know what to do. He's throwing everything right in there. Everyone's going around. That's going to be multiple bases. They're going to get at least 1 run, and the runners are going to hold up there with a double. Wow, and the Beewolves are putting it together.
Magic Moore stepped up to the plate and noticed that the Water Bullets were back on their heels, and so he dropped a perfectly executed sacrifice bunt down the third baseline, which allowed Biggs to cross the plate.
There's a sacrifice bunt down the third baseline, and the runner from third scores. Magic Moore's out at first, but Beewolves pick up another run, and a runner from second.
They almost outran that, too.
The Beewolves had staked Japani to a 3-run lead at the end of 1. The Water Bullets would score their only run in the top of the second, when Iceman Majors crushed a double into the corner in left field.
Iceman Majors only .062 on the season, pointing at the fences, even though he's not that big of a power hitter. Anticipated that one. Goes over the head of Bertha Banks, and that's into the gap. There's a corner. Buster Biggs picks it up against the wall. It's going to be an easy stand-up double.
With a runner on second and no outs, Amelia Kent, the power-hitting first baseman, grabs a bat and steps to the plate. Kent smoked one down the line into right field, which allowed Majors to go all the way around from second to score.
That one down the line, it's fair. It gets into the gap. Oh goodness, Billy Boyd picks it up. The run's going to come home.
The Beewolves tallied 4 runs in the 5th inning. With Buster Biggs at bat and 2 outs, Biggs was able to hoof out an infield single on a ball that second baseman Christian Stone had trouble corralling.
Oh, no balls, 2 strikes to Buster Biggs. That's a ground ball. Tough dive for the second baseman, who's unable to corral it.
Biggs moved to second with a stolen base.
There he goes for second base. The strike, the throw, not in time. Buster Biggs is in scoring position.
Knox hung in against Murthright, letting the count go full before receiving a walk.
He's making him throw. It's good. He's got 60 pitches under his belt now. Low and away. Great patience by Freddie Knox. They got a runner at first and second, Pete.
The Water Bullets, realizing it wasn't Murthright's day, brought in Cadence Alonso for relief.
Murthright's going to be pulled. Very short appearance by Ian Murthright. And incoming is Cadence Alonso, the relief pitcher. Cadence Alonso with a 4.09 ERA, a 1.0 whip, 7 strikeouts. She's neutral and fit. She's got excellent velocity, about average junk, and a little bit less than average accuracy. She's not fully rested, so she's pitched recently, and she's known around the league as a specialist. She has a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball.
Alonso's third pitch was mishandled by Colton Ayala, which allowed the runners to advance to second and third.
Magic Moore is up in a count, 2-0.
Ooh, gets away. Runners are running. The throw to third, not in time. He got runners in second, third, Pete. Nice.
Ball gets away from the catcher, and both runners are able to advance. And she goes ahead and walks Magic Moore. So the bases are loaded.
With the bases loaded up came Bertha Banks. Banks took the second pitch from Alonso deep to left center field for a grand slam.
First pitch misses, and Cadence Alonso has yet to throw a strike, Pete. Oh, and Bertha Banks gets it. It's in her wheelhouse. It's gone, Pete. It's a grand slam. Over the wall. Oh, Bertha Banks. Oh, what a... Wow, she takes that one 441 feet into the bleachers in center field. It's her second home run, timely, and her 6th RBI of the season. And the Beewolves just took a big lead there, Pete.
Yeah, they did.
The scoring ended when Eliza Peck singled in Magic Moore in the 7th.
Oh, and the first pitch is right in there in the center field. And that's going to be a clean single, and it's 8-1 Beewolves. The crowd loving it, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Fran Japonni was the winning pitcher for the Beewolves. The right-hander lasted 6 innings, allowing 4 hits and 1 run while striking out 8 and walking 1. Benson Rushmore threw 3 innings in relief out of the bullpen. Rushmore recorded the last 9 outs to earn the save for the Beewolves. Ian Murthright took the loss for the Water Bullets. The hurler went 4 2/3 innings, allowing 5 runs on 6 hits. The Beewolves collected 11 hits on the day. Gina Torrens, Freddie Knox, and Buster Biggs all had multiple hits for the Beewolves. Biggs, Knox, and Torrens each collected 2 hits to lead the Beewolves. The Beewolves were sure-handed and didn't commit a single error. Eliza Peck made the most plays with 13. D. Miners led the Water Bullets with 2 hits and 4 at-bats. The 3 stars of the game were:
First star of the game, the B- Bertha Banks, the third baseman for the Beewolves. She was 1 for 4 with a home run, but what a big home run. It was a grand slam. She winds up with 4 RBIs and scored a run.
She's on the cusp of going 0 for 4, except
Yeah.
for that one hit.
Yeah.
That propels her right up to the top of the list. Player of the game. Second star of the game, the B-ranked number 40 starting pitcher, Fran Japonni, who turns her fortunes around after her first game. Like Pete said, she got 6 innings, gets only 4 hits in 6 innings, 1 earned run, walks 1 batter, but drops 8 of them.
Yeah, and then rounding out the 3 stars, Freddie Knox, the second baseman, who's seeing a lot more time lately due to some injuries with the lineup. He went 2 for 3 today with a double. He scored, has an RBI, scored a run, and stole a base. So, way to go, Mr. Knox.
Yes.
Powered by Narrative Science and Game Changer Media. Copyright 2021. All rights reserved. Any reuse or republication of this story must include the preceding attribution.
This is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, get out of here.